Most people notice moisture problems only when they finally see mold. By then it feels sudden, like something just went wrong overnight. But moisture problems don't start with mold. Mold shows up much later. They start much earlier, quietly, invisibly, and very predictably. Long before anything stains, smells, or looks damaged, moisture is already moving through the house. It's moving with air, the same air that's already flowing through the house. It's following heat loss toward colder parts of the building, and it's collecting on cold surfaces where warm air can't hold that moisture anymore. Mold isn't the cause of the problem. It's never the first step. It's the indicator that the conditions have been there for a while. This is why moisture issues feel confusing and hard to make sense of. People notice the last step, not the earlier ones that actually matter. In this video, we're not talking about cleanup, remediation, or surface level fixes. We're explaining what's happening long before mold ever appears. Because once you understand the sequence, moisture problems stop being mysterious and start making sense. Moisture doesn't move on its own. It doesn't migrate or spread by itself. It moves with air wherever air is allowed to go. Whenever warm indoor air leaks through a house, it carries moisture with it, whether you want it to or not. That air moves quickly, much faster than heat moving through materials. And it doesn't stop just because insulation happens to be in the way. As that warm, moist air travels through the house, it eventually meets colder surfaces along the way. Walls, especially at the edges of the building. Windows, where interior and exterior conditions meet. Corners, and where surfaces intersect and temperatures drop. Ceilings, where warm air naturally wants to rise. When warm air cools down, it can't hold the same amount of moisture anymore. So that moisture leaves the air and settles on the nearest cold surface. This is why moisture problems show up in the same places over and over again. Not because those materials failed, but because the conditions lined up there first. Air movement, uncontrolled and persistent. Heat loss, creating colder surfaces. Cold surfaces, ready to collect moisture. If those three exist together, moisture follows. Every time, without exception. Mold shows up last, it's never the first step. By the time you can see it, the moisture problem has usually been there for a long time. Moisture doesn't need much to start causing trouble. Repeated exposure, small amounts over and over. Cold surfaces, and where moisture is most likely to collect. Limited drying, where moisture doesn't get a chance to leave. When those conditions persist, materials stay damp longer than they should. That's when mold becomes visible. Not suddenly, but predictably. So mold isn't a surprise event or a random failure. It's confirmation that the conditions have been in place. This is why treating mold as the starting point never really solves the problem. Cleaning it removes the symptom, not the conditions that created it. If moisture keeps moving the same way, it will come back. Not because the cleanup failed or wasn't done well, but because the physics never actually changed. Understanding that sequence is the difference between reacting to moisture and actually preventing it. Moisture problems feel unpredictable because most people only see the final signal. But once you understand how moisture moves, with air toward cold surfaces over time, the pattern becomes clear. This isn't about blaming materials or assuming something suddenly failed. Most materials are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. And it isn't about quick fixes or chasing the latest solution. Fixes don't work if the conditions stay the same. It's about controlling the conditions that let moisture move with air, collect on cold surfaces, and stay there long enough to cause problems. Building science explains it, not with guesswork but with repeatable, observable physics. Applied correctly, it fixes it, by changing the conditions, not chasing symptoms. This is Passive House for the people. Follow for building science clarity.